Hello everybody, I'm /MVC. Welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. This is Kanji Gurakawa. We had a little recording accident together, Kanji and I, a couple days ago. I was recording this very episode. Went back to review what I had, and I had audio but not video, so that one is lost. There wasn't a whole lot that went on. We started up in, I believe when I left off, we were at Transcoast Logistics. And we boogied the heck out of there, drove home, sorted our inventory, thought about things, and then turned in the mission to this Argentina Mendoza. And I was pretty excited about turning that mission in and finding out what's next. Now that I've seen what's next, I'm not nearly as excited. Let's talk to Argentina Mendoza for a moment. The Doctor. So we'll look at her mission in just a minute here. Just going to remind everybody who Argentina Mendoza is. So if I talk to her about that, she says I'm a doctor, one of several at the outpost. We were the lucky ones. Came in here right when things started to go wrong. Never left. So what are you doing right now? Well, the old guard, that's what's left of the feds. Yeah, I know, I'm a marshal. I know all about it. Set me up here to screen any new arrivals for infection risks. Can't be too paranoid these days. Sad to have to turn people away, but I like the assignment for the chance to get news about the outside world. And what kind of news? Sightings of unusual living dead or new mutations. The more we know about what's happening, the closer we can get to a treatment, or maybe even a cure. It's a long shot, but you have hope to survive. Well, good luck with that. Have you heard anything about the outside world? The doctor replies, "This is no classic zombie outbreak. The dead seem to be getting stronger as the days go on. Some survivors, too, come in here with adaptations. Maybe they're related." So Kanji Gurakawa knows very well that the two are related, and what they're related to. And probably has a pretty good idea what old Argentina Mendoza the doctor probably did before the apocalypse. In these laboratories that we've seen where they were developing the animal-human mutagens, coming up with bizarre, highly mutated, and not undead, highly mutated subjects. We saw the containment rooms with the one-way glass and the locked doors where they kept the subjects. And we even saw, and this is the worst part, we even saw the little living area where they kept the children. We saw the ice cream carts. We saw the toys. And we saw the mutant child in Transcoast Logistics. Now, far be it from me to hold Dr. Argentina Mendoza personally responsible for the entire cataclysm. And I gotta say, I'm very tempted to place the doctor under arrest right now, using my powers as a member of the old guard, one of the last marshals in the apocalypse. Maybe take the good doctor out of sight of the other survivors for some justice. But that notwithstanding, she doesn't have any more jobs for us, so let's talk about the one she's got. She says, "Have you completed your mission?" No, not yet. I want to see if I can ask her about the mission. No, it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to pull up my mission map, capital M. Here's our latest mission from the FEMA refugee camp. Download workstation data for Argentina Mendoza. Now, she went into a little bit more detail about that in the episode that has no video footage, so I'm just going to have to summarize it myself. Let's pull up our map. Now, interestingly enough, if we look starting from here at the refugee center, and we go due west, we've been here before. Now, this was a long time ago. I don't know if you've been watching this channel for a long time, you probably remember. We took the mission from Bertie Hodges to kill the Jabberwock right here in this patch of forest. And on our way to that mission, overshot the mark by a bit, drove right past the lumber mill, and wound up in this god-awful research center complex here. And this is where she wants us to go. Research facility. Now, if I remember right, we drove past the place like this and looked down, and there was some kind of gazebo or something over in this area. There was strange mutated creatures streaming out of this portal right here. And then we looked at our map and found out that there was military corpses and additional portals right there. And in addition, craters, which had collapsed part of the research center. So it's a total mess over here. Just horrible. Now, offshore, we've got the Freshwater Research Station. And I'm really kind of curious whether the two are in any way connected. I kind of doubt it, but it is possible. I've never explored one of these freshwater research stations, and it's on my to-do list. I'm thinking maybe, if we were lucky, at the end of this road, there'd be some way to take a boat to the freshwater research station. I think that'd be pretty cool. But we haven't explored a research facility either. And as dangerous as this is probably going to be, I want to go have a look. And we may not go inside, but we're definitely going to see how bad it is and see what we can do about it. We'll deal with Dr. Mendoza later. Maybe we should gather just a little bit more intel or evidence before we make our final determination on them. The one thing I wanted to do was switch out the barrel of this gun. So we've got right now the 5.56 NATO, but we're down to about 100 rounds. I talked to Smokes already, and he didn't have any 5.56. We didn't find any in the Transcoast Logistics either. So we're going to start gradually running out of that kind of ammo, as long as we keep using it. So my plan is to switch to double-aught shot. I was hoping that we had some bigger magazines for the hybrid weapons platform. We can use this UB-01 HWP maintenance kit to switch out the barrel, which is a combat rifle barrel that's attached to it now. We can switch that out to a shotgun barrel if we wanted to. I was looking down here at our magazines, which we've got 2 10-round shotgun magazines for that. Now, 10 rounds of shotgun ammo goes a lot further than 10 rounds of 5.56, especially at close range. We've also got the 7.62. I think it's more of a sniper type round, 20 rounds each. And we got the 9mm, which I wouldn't even think about bringing in there. So, I do want to switch to the shotgun. I think it's going to do more damage, especially closer up. And it might keep us alive. But I've never switched out these barrels, so let's try something here. I'm going to apply the HWP maintenance kit. Like so. You don't have any modified tools. Let's see what we've got for HWP stuff. Okay, so how do we switch to the, let's say, close quarters configuration? Which, I'm pretty sure that's the shotgun. Let's pick that up. Okay, I want to attach that to this one. You don't have enough room for another bore mod. Alright, so let's apply the gun itself and detach gun mods. There we go. Now we can take the assault configuration off. Alright. Now we ought to be able to perhaps apply the gun again. Modify attached equipment? Nope. Let's try this. Let's apply the close quarters configuration to the gun. There we go. Now it's going to tell us that we're going up to... Wait a minute. I think I'm applying the wrong configuration here. Here we go. Close quarters configuration. Close quarters configuration. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. Okay, you successfully attached the close quarters configuration. Now that's weird. It's still got 5.56 NATO in it. How is that possible? Let's examine this. It's got the 5.56 double drum magazine in it. I don't think that's right. This should be for a shotgun. Let's unload the gun. Now let's see if I can reload that gun with... There it is. Shotgun magazine. There we go. This is making more sense now. So what I actually need to do is make sure that we reload both of those magazines. Also. But I don't see I don't see that clip for some reason. So I'm just gonna grab all of the double-aught shot that we have here. Step outside where it's simpler to do this stuff. No, it's not giving us the option of reloading our shotgun magazines. Oh, maybe I don't have them. Let's get one. Okay, there's a magazine. We can unload that magazine. Now let's reload. Okay, oddly enough, I'm still not seeing that magazine on my list. Why is this? Is it full? Oh, I see. Okay. That's because they came to us full. Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. Alright, so we can reload the gun here. And we can drop off that other magazine over here. We don't need that magazine anymore. So that gives us a total of 130 rounds of double-aught shot and two 10-round magazines. I wish I had a nice 100-round magazine for that or something. That'd be really cool. But we don't, so we'll get along with what we've got. Now, I went and emptied my inventory, trying to sort some things out over here. We're going to need the MP grenade? Maybe. We're going to need grenades? Maybe. We need a melee weapon? Yeah. Everything else, though, I don't see where we really need. What is there? Oh, there's two 5.56 magazines there. We're going to drag them back to the thing. So I don't need my merch, gold coins. Don't need anything that's in the wallet either. I'm keeping the, let's see, I'm going to want the earplugs and the arm tourniquet. Then I'm going to haul all these items over here and just throw them in the sorting bin. There we go. So that gives us our shotgun +7, fully loaded with spare magazine and 100 rounds of spare shot, an EMP grenade and 2 grenades, the machete. Also an acetylene torch for breaking in, if necessary. Probably won't be, but it might be. Our hub maintenance kit we probably don't need to carry around, but I'll just hang on to it in case we want to switch configurations for some reason. I put the shifting keyring in my inventory after playing around a little bit. I'll show you why I did that under my character sheet. See, our current speed is 114, and we're at a speed effect of +14. So instead of a current speed of 100 like we'd normally have, we've got 15% added speed. That's coming from both of these artifacts. So if I drop the Utah teapot and check, I've got +5% speed. So that's the amount of speed being added just by the shifting keyring. And then when I add the teapot to that, it's another 9%, I believe. That's, you know, got us moving pretty quickly. If I look at my encumbrance values, they're, you know, within acceptable ranges. And we've still got some protection, so I think we're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the Justice for All. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. I talked to Smokes and he didn't have any more shotgun ammo. So anyway, here we go. We're pulling away from the refugee center, headed towards God knows what. We gotta get outside the line of this fence before we can start the auto drive process. Here we go. We need to basically go straight across. Now, one of these areas here is a mass grave site, I think. Let's see what we got. Or is that further to the north? That may be further to the north. Alright, I'm going to try to just jog straight across to that road. I'll indicate about this location so he doesn't want to take too much highway. Pitbull mix spotted. Alright, we ought to be able to auto-drive the rest of the way. Oh, I see. There's another mass grave site here to the south. That may be one of them that I was thinking of. Ah, yeah. Here's the other one. We spotted a flamethrower down there we haven't picked up yet. There's a trencher. This is all south of the dairy farm where there used to be healthy cattle, but God knows now whether there is or not. Yep, there we go. Well, that's the route I don't want to take. I'd rather drive past the wasp nest than past that mass grave site times 2. Oh yeah, I see healthy cattle down there. Dairy farm's holding up. That's good to see. Alright, now auto drive can take us the rest of the way, I'd say. I don't think we need to check in with those loggers for any reason. Let's drive to about right there, and then I'll just take over, kind of easing up to it. See what there is to see. Looks like the loggers are doing okay. They had human faces. They haven't gone mutated undead yet. Ah, the once familiar sight of humanity. And here we go. We get in the area of the research facility, and what do we got? An error has occurred. There's a monster at. So we're trying to spawn monsters then faster than we got places for monsters to be. That's how I interpret that error. What do we got down here? Zombie security guard and a tough one? Okay. I don't know if this whole wall is going to be unbroken. According to the map, we've got craters here. And we've got a crack. These guys are not really a threat. And if we drive around front, there may be a whole lot more to see. And it looks like the same familiar entrance arrangement that we saw at Transcoast Logistics, where they've got these girders or whatever you want to call these things right here. Separated by this fence. Look at this. They got the same situation with the office over here in the corner. This might be familiar. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and turn this bus around. Go with the controls. Start out with a little melee because we don't really have to worry too much about these monsters. I'm going to let that crack come right up to us here. They're hard to hit. What about the other two? We lose sight of them? Oh, strangely enough, they don't seem to have moved in our direction at all. Alright, I'm gonna back this bus up some. Okay, I see the tough zombie. What is this other glyph over here? Just a black rat? Alright, not too worried about that. Hey, oh. Alright, that one drew a little blood. Doubt they're carrying anything unusual. Looks like they are. One of these guys dropped an autoclave. That's unbelievable. Wow. Those are hard to find. Useful for sterilizing CBMs. Requires a massive amount of power. You could use it to craft a mountable autoclave, or install it as an appliance. Huh. Wow, that's really wild that one of those guys dropped that. Guess I'll, we don't even need the antibiotics. We're gonna have to move that autoclave like this. If it'll even go in storage. Yeah, it did. Amazing. I was gonna back up to it, actually, so let's do that. Aha. Now the skitterbot is downed. It makes me wonder if he just jumped from a top story or something. Skitterbot reminds me to double check that our environmental suit is not in casual mode. And it's not. Skitterbot struggles to stand, allegedly. So another zombie security guard, a man hack. Oh my, a mad scientist. A researcher who has stared too long into the abyss and now shambles about muttering nonsense under their breath. For some reason, the zombies don't seem to mind that this person is obviously still alive. They're clutching a tiny but razor-sharp blade in one shaky hand. Funny enough, I was playing a little Cataclysm off screen the other day. I was playing the Zedra mod, and Mad Scientist is one of the upgrade paths for the Zedra mod. I think that is really cool. I don't know what this machete is going to do to the skitterbot. I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, not much damage at a time, predictably. Oops. Alright. That'll work. Stun gun, wallet, the usual. See if they got any ID. I'm gonna go peek out the back windows here. What do we got over here in the front entrance? Okay, just the mad scientist apparently, and the man hack. So far, so good. Oh yeah, the mad scientist opened the doors and let himself in the back. Nice. I'm gonna let him approach us down the aisle of the bus. He looks clearly dispossessed of himself. Okay, he got a swinging on me. The guy's relatively fast, actually. It's probably, though, just because we swung and missed. Anyway, I struck him and he missed me. He hit my torso, but my armor protected me. He hits my leg, but my armor protects me. Yeah, he doesn't be able to seem to do much. I struck him, and he was knocked off balance. What did the mad scientist have? He had chemical reference classified. A scalpel. We already have a scalpel. Heavy disposable battery. Not much, in other words. I'm going to smash his corpse. And just make sure, yeah, we've already read chemical reference classified. Oh, our friend the caustic soldier zombie is coming around down there. Definitely gonna shoot him before he gets in puke range, if possible. And we've got a slavering biter, a distorted and swollen human body. Its jaws have elongated into a crocodile-like snout, dripping with foul-smelling saliva. We may go deaf when we shoot this gun, but that's alright. It's time to switch, I think. Let's go to the shotgun that we're wearing. Lower that machete. And see how this gun does as a shotgun. We know it served as a pretty good rifle. Now, he's gonna spit. Can't start aiming yet. Alright, we can start aiming. Shotgun's more of a close quarters weapon. I didn't plan on having to dispatch caustic soldiers. That didn't reach my mind. Alright, how many squares away? This 14 range is probably a little too much for the shotgun. I'm gonna go ahead and fire just to see how it performs. Yeah, we kind of predictably missed. Even though we had good aim on that, that's still a 14 square shot. Not what the shotgun was made for. I'm gonna let him get closer. I don't know what his range is. He's closed to 9 tiles, and there we go. So about 9 tiles, they start to spit. No, don't stop aiming. Don't stop aiming. Now, we probably are bleeding from that acid shot. So let's see if we can get better aim on him. Want it to touch him. That's probably fine right there. And we missed again. This may be a skill issue, too. Let's check our skills here. Yeah, our shotgun skill is 0, or our rifle skill was 2. So it may have been a mistake to switch to this shotgun. That's okay, we're going to see it through on this guy. That did 0 damage. How is that possible that it did 0 damage? The caustic soldier zombie is hit by a large number of projectiles, but they do no damage. Looks like his shots were reflecting off of us too. Let me check the log. Yeah, none of his projectiles have hurt us. That's incredible. But equally incredible that he's taking no damage from this gun. I did not see that coming. Apparently the 5.56 weapon is a whole lot more piercing damage against these guys. Well, the shotgun's not gonna work. I don't like the idea of getting in melee range of this guy, but let's see if I can wield the machete. Probably an error. Okay, spits. We did take 2 torso damage from his acid shot. Alright, we took 2 more damage from another hail of corrosive darts. He barfed acid on my left arm, but it washed off of the armor. Now, here's my question. That'd be the vembraces, wouldn't it? Or the mantle? Doesn't look like the armor took any damage. So that's okay then. I struck the caustic soldier zombie, but do no damage. What is going on with the damage right now? I've never seen myself not do damage with a shotgun or a machete. That's just crazy. The caustic soldier zombie slams into your right arm, but your armor protects you. Is this guy like a little bit more evolved than we think or something? Let's examine this guy. cracked and melted plates that have fused to its skin and thickened hide. Its face and arms blister with mutated tubes that pulse and drip with acid, hostile and fatally dangerous. Okay, well, the machete's not going to cut the mustard. Let's get out of here. Hail of corrosive darts reflect off our torso. Can't beat that. Alright, he's running up next to our bus as we get behind the driver's wheel here. We're going to have to come up with a new weapon strategy. Okay. Let's pull out of here and we'll reconfigure and come back. See if we can get that bleeding to stop. Alright. We're in minimal pain, so we ought to be able to cut that with some aspirin or something. Let go of the controls. Alright, he's still chasing, so what do we want to do here? I've got Molotovs. Let's see how that does. Should have a Molotov in one of these boxes. You're overburdened. I guess 6 of them's pretty heavy. Alright, he's way back there. What is the overburdened gonna do for us here? Is it just slow us down? I guess. Gonna double check my throwing skill. We're at 2. That should be okay. Alright, the caustic soldier turned back. I'm gonna wield a Molotov. He headed back in this direction, eh? Must have been drawn by some other sound. Here he comes. Alright, how was our throw? Not great. Let's see if we can run him down into the flame by running south. There we go. Caught him in the flames. He was actually in that explosion. Took about half his HP and he's currently on fire. And he goes down. Alright, so much for him. Okay, the slavering biter and the zombie security guard are kind of side by side. Now, if I'm not mistaken, slavering biter has a grab attack, but I'm not sure. Its jaws have elongated into a crocodile-like snout, dripping with foul saliva. Right. Okay, he may not have a special long-range grab attack. I may be wrong about that. But I'll bet his bite is nasty. See if I can get any of their attention. They're distracted by the wall itself here. Is this the rat? Yeah. Okay, here comes the slavering biter. Alright, that was a grazing hit. Crawling zombie spotted. Don't stop aiming. Alright, here he comes. Almost on top of me. Oh, he got the grab instantly. And we killed him with one shot. Crawling zombie has got a purple indicator on him. That looks a little weird. Why is that? Is this a different kind of crawling zombie? Minimal threat, allegedly. Drags itself along the ground. Yeah, but it's got this weird purple highlight. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Alright, I'm gonna smash the biter. Okay, the slavering biter had a post-it note that reads, prefers prey capable of vocalization. Implanted speakers work, but no repeats. Prey capable of vocalization. I wonder how they figured that out. Got a corpse of a scientist over here. He had a post-it note that reads, blast with white noise as a deterrent. Good idea. It's worth trying. Got things on the other side of that wall I'm knocking. Wow, I got the grab instantly also. Feel like I'm playing experimental branch all of a sudden. What's with all the grabs? He had a Mossberg on him. Some double-aught shot. Okay, I want to hit capital U to unload his Mossberg of its double-aught shot. I'm also going to move his gun. Why am I not doing this correctly? From that direction to this direction. There we go. Move it over there so I can remember that we've got it. What did the crawling zombie have? Got any ID? Nope. From the southwest, you hear a crash. There's a puddle of slime here. Well, that reminds me, we need to get our slime canister. Okay, we've got a manhack around the building. Hazmat zombie, no major threat. Hazmat zombie misses the experimental lab bot. Okay, so they're fighting. The feral mechanic hits the skitterbot. Dang, skitterbot can't catch a break. Alright, hazmat zombie, technician, skitterbot, mechanic, etc. All came into view. I'm gonna zoom out just a bit. Here we go. Okay, so the melee is taking place at the other end of the parking lot. Wow, this looks really nice on the isometric tile set view. Really nice. Alright. So we have this garden over here. What an ideal place to lose your pursuers, huh? Have to bear that in mind. Look at all the bushes. 400 move cost each. Oh, hell, what's that? Bruised corpse of a flaming eye. Now, I've seen enough of these corpses laying around that I think that they may not be that difficult to kill. That skitterbot may have taken him out. Skitterbot's trying to beat the crap out of the technician and the feral. We may come down there and try to liberate these skitterbots. That doesn't look too bad. I expected hulks or something. Probably I'm going to drive my vehicle around here, though, and we'll pull up. I should have to run for it. I think it's just a little too far away. Hey, the hazmat zombie died. What's the situation? Got a shocker zombie, hazmat, zombie technician, feral mechanic, etc. They're all distracted by the skitter bot right now. Okay, so the Shrieker's headed toward me, and I'm guessing so is the shocker zombie then. Okay, we got another one off to our left we didn't see before. Just a scientist? Okay. I'm gonna throw this Molotov cocktail at the shocker zombie. Look at that. Yeah. A bolt of electricity arcs towards you. I threw my weapon just as he shot his. That was pretty wild. See if we can get him to run into the fire, because the fire missed him initially. Okay. That machete out. Yep, he died in the flames. Okay, this'll, the Molotov will provide cover for our back while we fight this, scientist here. I think the Shrieker's gonna be able to step into the flames. Yep, there it goes. Alright, how bad is it? The next closest one is a hazmat zombie. We've also got more zombies in the relevant vehicles, so there's scientists everywhere. You feel your arm getting warm. Okay, we can't get too close to that fire. Just gonna lure the hazmat zombie in. Prussian blue tablets. Alright, so the guy that we're seeing... oh, there's a whole clot of them over here. I didn't see this before. What do we got here? Excuse me. M1014 and M4A. What are we seeing? Dropped guns everywhere. Destroyed cars. Oh, here we go. Feral soldiers, zombie hunters, grappler zombies, black ops zombies. Whole knot of them right here in the corner. I think we can come up here and execute this soldier without getting their attention. Oh no, no, I definitely got their attention. I don't think we're doing any damage to this guy with the machete. Let's see. You strike the zombie soldier but do no damage. Yep. Yeah, this machete is just not going to cut it up here. The rest of them are headed straight into the cars. What a mess. Wonder if he can be shot with a shotgun. Alright, well, let's forget trying to melee that soldier. Bilious soldier zombie spotted. I'm gonna get all kinds of attention when I shoot this gun, too. We could swap out for the fire axe. It's just not a ninjutsu weapon. That, in essence, is the problem. There he is. I knew there was a soldier nearby. I'm gonna lure him away from the group. See how bad this of an idea this is. Yeah, that did good damage. Way better damage. Look at that. Took him all the way to 0 and heavy arterial bleeding in one shot. That's what I'm talking about. What the hell is that? A boomer glutton. Something is attacking him, too. That's whatever. These bilious soldier zombie and skeletal zombie. Oh, the boomer glutton, there's a whole trail of his bile spatter Going all the way up to this point. He's been bleeding out the bile spatter. He's sludged. Okay, over there in the corner. Now there's so much going on here that it's hard to keep track of what's where and who's what. Is this guy gonna bleed out for me or what? But don't start beating on my vehicle. Oh, I'm gonna run myself out of stamina if I'm not careful. There he went. Alright, give me a couple of, nope, no grenades. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, we got a zombie security guard. How bad's it getting? Oh yeah, it's getting plenty bad. There's the Black Ops zombie, and right behind him is the zombie hunter. And we're low on stamina. So I'm messed up, essentially. Let's try to get inside. Uh-oh. Okay, the zombie hunter is in the vehicle. At least the Black Ops zombie hopefully can't open the doors. But the rear door is open. Alright, let's see if we can take down this zombie hunter. Inside the bus, coming down the main aisle. Go ahead, take one more step forward. Bam! Zombie hunter is hit for 117 damage. That'll work. Has he got anything? Web design basics. Okay, we're about to have major problems. Bus is about to be surrounded, and there's a feral soldier coming in the back door right now. And we have no stamina, so it's guns only. I wonder if I could get this thing on the road and rolling in enough time to turn the shotgun against him. I'm gonna try it. Okay, let's start the vehicle. Fails to start. Okay, the engine started up. That's good. I'm gonna level off here. Okay, now I've got it rolling, and that's about it. We're going 8 miles an hour. I'm gonna let go of the controls, but let the bus keep rolling. We gotta take this feral soldier down before he gets to us. I'm leveling my shotgun as he comes down the center aisle of the bus. I'm not gonna shoot till I see the whites of his eyes. Oh, that's a bad sign. Was that a grazing hit or something? You shoot it, blam. Was that an actual miss? There we go. Basically panic firing right into his face. I hit him for 105 critical damage. Is the bus still rolling? Yeah, and the bus is rolling without my control. This is kind of an ideal situation almost, though. It's almost like I got somebody driving for me. Could I run to the back of the bus while it rolls away? I can until it reaches the tree line anyway. I'd like to fire a few rounds out the back. Yeah, this is a pretty serious situation right here. We need to at least take down the Black Ops zombie. Okay, I'm just gonna let the bus roll for a while and see who gets in the lead here. Oh, we can run the dumb ones through the fire, I just realized. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna take control of the bus. Okay, some of these guys have lost interest. It says the Black Ops zombie can't even see us, but I believe he can't see us because he can't see through the back of the bus. In other words, we're hidden behind the driver's seat, technically. Okay, I'm gonna let go of the controls right here. Okay, all we've got is this Black Ops zombie and the soldier zombie and the skitter bot. I'm gonna see if I can maneuver him into the fire and shoot him as they come out. Yep, he went right into the fire. If he emerges from those flames, I'm gonna blast him. He's on fire. Alright, he went down. The other guy went down. Alright, we can switch to the machete, I think. Oh, still out of stamina. I really need to get my stamina back. I'm gonna finish off this scientist, then we'll do that. Okay, 29 damage, and he's knocked off balance. He had a screwdriver on him. That's about it. Let's regain our stamina. You're overheating. Yeah, okay. Get away from the... Smash that. Get away from the fire. Alright, let's get our stamina back in here. Woo! Boy, that was kind of a close call there. Woof. Alright. Gotta smash this corpse. There we go. Alright, we know we can take these zombie soldiers out with the shotgun. And the zombie security guards in melee, no problem. I want to get up there and smash that corpse, too. I'm going to wheel this bus around. Uh-oh. Let's crash into a tree while I'm at it. For good measure. Alright, what do we got in our hands? Machete? Whoops. I think we want the gun. Yeah, they're trying to beat it their way into the bus now. Get everything reloaded after that. There. Alright, we got what? Easy melee targets here. Come on in the bus. We may get some ID off of these guys. Alright, we got another shotgun, some more double-aught shot out of that. Chocolate bar, and what else? Red phosphorus. Wallet with hidden items. Looks like a loyalty card. Discount card. That's about it. What is this disgusting pool of liquid right here? Mechanical fluid splatter. Okay. Aha. We have another of these guys. Bilious soldier zombie. Burnt gas mask. Oh, okay. These are the ones that we can actually attack. The caustic one is the one that was like a Kevlar zombie that spits acid because his hide was so tough. Okay, I don't think we have to use a Molotov on this dude. I think we can probably shoot the skeletal zombie as well. Yep. This shouldn't be too big of a problem. I'm to let go of the controls. We'll just leave the engine running. Except we're not wielding our gun. Oops. Gonna spit any minute. Or he'd like to barf acid, probably. Yep. No, don't get distracted. Current aim, almost careful aim. Bad bleeding. Panic fire. Alright, we're a little too far away from the skeleton to do much. I'm gonna let him approach. And there we go. Might as well shoot the scientist just for good measure. Alright, I want to reload my spare magazine, go back to a walk, smash the corpses. I want to unload his gun too here. He had a Remington 30-06+1. Interested. Oh, okay. Somebody had some double-out shot here. I think I lost it. Make sure this zombie hunter doesn't come back. Okay, zombie scientist and a zombie security guard. See how bad it is all the way down south now. Looks like they've still got the feral mechanic. They're all still messing around with that skitterbot. Some of them have taken about a pip of damage each, except the technician, who's mostly dead. Cotton balls and a funnel. Alright, well, unfortunately, folks, that's going to be about all the time I have for this episode. All we've managed to do is clear the area in front of the research center in preparation to invading that thing. I haven't even really seen the doors. I guess these are it. These are the front doors. And this place reminds me of the Transcoast Logistics already. And I had more fun in Transcoast Logistics than I've had anywhere in Cataclysm, so I'm looking forward to the next Kenji Kurokawa episode. We will, if we can, get into the research center. I welcome your comments, and in the meantime, keep your head on a swivel.